I know, right? I'm doing another one. So this is kind of I guess a boss rant video, I suppose. I know everyone kind of has done their own boss rant videos, but decided to do my own because boss rants. Um, First thing I just want to say about this game is that it's entirely freaking pointless. Um, you know, I've noticed this like even just in the game's design doesn't make any sense. So one of the best examples of this is Frizzy Dog and Pop, where he described in his video why he was quitting Toontown and the reasons why he was quitting Toontown. Basically, was grinding bosses. So the whole end game point of this game is to grind bosses, right? Well, here's the thing: grinding bosses, like, what does it really do for you, right? It gives you more laugh. Okay, so what does more laugh give you? Oh, it just gives you more health so you can keep doing the same bosses over and over again. Okay, well, what does maxing a boss give you? Oh, it gives you unlimited access to the boss so you can get rewards. Okay, but the thing is like, you have to do, you have to grind these things to get access to the boss, and then do the boss and do it all over again. Um, it seems interesting at first. It's like, oh, well, okay, we get higher cog suit levels. Okay, what do the suit levels do? They're titles, right? So someone who's a level 50 Hollywood, they could still be bad at the game. um, it's just a title that says that you've spent hours and hours and hours grinding a boss, and you can just do whatever you want, and most likely you're an SOS shopper, right? Let's face the facts here. So you grind the bosses for weeks, for months even, if you're doing boss bot and law bot or whatever, and you get 5 extra laugh points. Whoop did he do? And then you just do it again. You get 5 extra laugh points. Whoop did he do? And then you do it again. And then again. Until you're at 130 laugh or something. Okay. Now what? You maxed all 4 bosses. You're done the game. Whoop did he do? You just wasted your life because there's no end game. Seriously, though. This doesn't really make any sense to me. And something that a lot of people began noticing once they started grinding Lawbot Boss by Headquarters. What's the point? In other MMOs, right, we grind bosses, we grind raids to get better gear so we can do the higher level raids, so we can do better PvP and stuff like that. You don't need, okay, well, it's recommended that you have at least like 110, 115 laugh before you start doing boss by headquarters, but you don't need it. You just need your suit, which is 100 laugh. So, I mean, the extra laugh, I mean, like, yeah, it helps you survive, and the rewards, yeah, it helps you survive, but the things people use reward for are to do challenges and to make the game harder for themselves, and to do one laugh solos, to do duos, to do all that stuff. It's not, you know what I mean? It's just like extra things on the side. It's not anything that's actually part of the game that they need rewards to complete. You know what I mean? The only thing I think people absolutely need rewards to complete is a 5-fire CEO. Now, I could be completely wrong with that. In fact, actually, no, yeah. If you watch Frizzy Dog and Pop's Loreless CEO video, I think they actually do a 5 or a 4 fire without any unites or SOS cards, so that was pretty impressive to watch. But yeah, generally speaking, rewards are just things to make you. Okay, well they do make you stronger, but still, extra laugh, a title that says you're a level 50 big cheese or whatever. I mean, like, what does that really do for you besides being able to do the boss whenever you want? And that's kind of that's honestly that's the drive for me, is so that I can hop on Toontown, do a couple CEOs, get some fires and log off. Just have some fun and log off, right? Instead of having to do 7 freaking back 9s, wasting my life away just to get to that point. But the thing is, the question I ask is, like, is that even worth it, right? Getting 400,000 or whatever stock options. I think that's how much I think it's like 460 or 480,000 stock options to get level 50 big cheese. That's total overall. I mean, not, amount you need for 49.50. It's total amount of stock options you need. Something ridiculous like that. Is that worth it? Like, is that worth it? I guess if you're someone who plays this game all day and night, sure, it's worth it. But for somebody who's just playing this game casually, is that time really worth it just so you can do the boss whenever you want? You know what I mean? And just to tell everyone you're level 50 big cheese. So it's just something to think about. Now, obviously, if it wasn't fun, people wouldn't be doing it. I mean, yeah, it's a fun game, and I guess that's why people do it. But it's just something to really to kind of consider, to kind of think about. Again, listen to Frizzy Dog and Pop's video. I'll link it in the description. You can watch his video on why he quit Toontown and his rant on bosses and stuff like that. But anyway, I guess back to the bosses themselves. Kind of describe each boss in detail, and I'll kind of talk about what I like / dislike about each one. Cellbot HQ is my second favorite HQ in the game, mostly because it's easy to max. I love SOS cards. I'm going to explain why I think SOS cards are better than Unites in just a second. And also, the VP is fun. I mean, like, I love going in with low tunes and seeing how many of them survive, trying to help low tunes, and it actually can be a challenge, but going into the VP with all max tunes, it takes like 10 minutes, so it's a joke. It's obviously supposed to be a joke. It's the easiest boss in the game. And the other thing is 7 factories, right? So for max merits, you need 7 factories. 7 factories, 7 long factories. You can do those in about 2 hours, and you don't need to restock. All you need to do is get all the sound gags and just go in groups of 4. Doesn't take long at all. I actually did this like during school. Like, it was really easy to do. Cash by headquarters. I'm gonna be honest. I like cash by headquarters, but I don't have a drive for Unites. I feel the same way that Frizzy does on this. For some reason, I just like cards better. And I think it's just because cards have more utility than Unites. And let me explain. So there's a lot of people that think that would agree that Unites are better because they're instant tune-ups and instant restocks. But extra lure, cogs miss, tunes hit, extra sound, extra drop, extra trap that hits all cogs, that actually does damage and does a lot of damage to cogs. That's a pretty awesome thing, right? So it's basically having extra gags and being able to do ridiculous things. For example, Barnacle Bessie. Barnacle Bessie is the most overpowered card in the game if you have drop. Does 170 damage to all cogs, 100% accuracy if you have drop. Obviously the most broken card of the game. The second most broken card of the game would probably have to be this guy over here, Little Oldman. 100% accuracy lure, and then also Claire Clara, which is the 180 damage to all cogs trap. So yeah, that's why I actually prefer SOS cards over Unites. I just find them more fun to get, too. I think that the VP is much shorter, and, maxing Cell doesn't take as long, and SOS cards are just more fun to use, in my opinion. In my opinion is what I use more than Unites, so for max bucks, which I'm on right now, you need 6 to 8 bullions. 6 bullions is if you get all 1490 bullions, which... if you want to actually do that, good luck, because there's only like 3 4s that get 1490. Or 8 bullions if you get all like the 1100 ones. But, 7 bullions isn't that long. They each take about, 25, 30 minutes, I think, with a full group, depending on if they're using the 1 or the 2 fog rule. Please, guys, don't use the 1 fog rule. Please. I don't know who guys who still use 1 fog rule. I don't know if anyone does anymore, but please don't do it. It just makes things take twice as long. If a group says that we're doing 1 fog rule, I say no when I pull out a foghorn, because I get really mad at that. Boss by headquarters, I'm going to come back to law. Obviously because I don't do law by headquarters, because law by headquarters is stupid. But anyway, boss by headquarters is my favorite headquarters in the game, just because the CEO is just fun. It's just my favorite boss in the game. I think it's the most fun boss in the game. I know I'm sounding just like Frizzy Dog and Pop, but I literally feel the same way about everything here. The CEO I was immediately excited for when it first came out, because I never played it in TTO, and I was like all over this boss, and I'm already a 17 big cheese, which a lot of people are like, wow, But here's the thing. Most of my friends that I play with, that I do back nines with and CEOs with, they're all level 20, 30 plus cheeses, and I know a couple of people that are maxed as well. So that considered, I don't feel that high when everyone else I know is, higher level than me, but for average tunes, I would actually think the average tune suit right now, from what I saw, is Headhunter, Corporate Raider, Cheese. Um, but obviously, I don't see that many cheeses in CEOs anymore because everyone's doing max options. But yeah, fires are awesome. Fires are just really, really useful and really good things to have. You can never have enough fires. Even since I only have where are my gags at? I only have 55 right now, but even then I feel like like, oh, I need more, because you can hold up to 255 of those things. So I'm like, oh man, I need more fires. So whoops, that's my cog gallery. The one thing that people hate about Boss by Headquarters though is the grind. 23,000 stock options for max, which is 7 back nines, which takes approximately 6.5 to 7 hours. In TTO, this was a problem because people always had problems fighting back 9 groups, except for when BBHQ first came out. Right now, it's actually really good, and this is why I was telling some people you should max boss first after cell. And the reason is because you need to do back 9s while they're hot, while people are doing their big cheese stuff and doing back 9s after back 9s after back 9s, which is what I'm doing. Well, not right now because of freaking crashes and shit. But yeah, so there you go. Now, Law by Headquarters, as you can see, I don't do anything in Law by Headquarters because after TTR changed the invasion system for merits and stock options and stuff, you don't need summons, you don't need invasions anymore. So the CJ reward is now 100% useless. Invasions are called automatically by the game anyway. These are worthless, right? And also the glitch with the DA office, where the DA office is crashing, and also I don't like DA office, and 9 office Ds for max options, or max notices, whatever. I don't care. Law by Headquarters is stupid. Nobody likes it. That's all I have to say about Law by Headquarters. Although I will admit, I did do a CJ in TTO before, and it's fun. I mean, the CJ is a fun battle. I think, honestly, it's the hardest one to solo, in my opinion. But, I don't like DA offices. I don't like CJ that much. It's kind of meh. The reward is useless. Not really worth it. Boss by Headquarters, yeah, the grind's worse, but fires are awesome, and the CEO is so much fun. Cash by Headquarters I should do more of. I'm just trying to max boss first, get it out of the way. And Sell by Headquarters is also just fun in general. So, I guess that's basically it. This kind of went on a little bit further than I wanted to, but yeah, bosses. Why do we still do this? What is wrong with us? Seriously, Toons, what is wrong with us? Why can't we stop playing this game when we just do the same thing over and over and over for a title and just that one extra laugh points? Is it worth it? And then once you get max, what's next? What do you do? I don't know. Make another tune, do it again? Spend another 3 months of your life trying to max all your tunes? I don't know. Anyway, good luck with whatever you're doing, Toons. Good luck to those grinding Boss by Headquarters right now with all the glitches. Good luck to those grinding DA offices now with all the glitches. And yeah.